My business partner told our biggest client that I was just the numbers guy who didn't understand creativity, so I dissolved our company. But now he's panicking after discovering who I really am. Last month at the pitch meeting with Meridian Hotels, a $50 million contract for redesigning their global boutique properties, everything was running smoothly. My partner Vince was presenting the design boards while I handled the logistics presentation. Our team of 12 was there, plus Meridian's entire executive board, their CEO Diana Huang, and about 15 department heads over video call from Singapore, Dubai, and London. We'd been partners for 7 years, built our firm from nothing to one of the city's most sought-after design consultancies, or so I thought we were partners. Halfway through the presentation, Diana asked about our design philosophy. Before I could speak, Vince laughed that rehearsed laugh he does when he's about to say something cruel, but wants plausible deniability. Well, Diana, I'm the creative vision behind everything you see. Perry here, he's brilliant with spreadsheets and invoices. He keeps the lights on while I create the magic. He actually patted my shoulder. Not everyone can be an artist. Some people are just born to be. Operational. The room shifted. Vince kept going. I mean, Perry's never even been to design school. He's got an accounting degree. I hired him back when I needed someone to handle the boring stuff so I could focus on what matters. The actual creative work that clients pay for. 3 problems with that statement. First, I wasn't hired. We started the company together with my initial investment. Second, I don't have an accounting degree. Third, Vince had no idea who he was talking to. I closed my laptop, stood up, and walked out. No drama, no explanations. Just left through the glass doors I'd personally selected and installed when we built out the office. I drove to my storage unit across town, the one Vince didn't know about, the one filled with 23 years of my work. Here's what Vince never knew. Perry isn't my real name. It's Perry Jonas. But before that, for 15 years, I was just PJ, the anonymous architect behind some of the most influential hotel designs in Asia. I'd burned out at 38, walked away from a partnership at one of Tokyo's top firms, and moved back to the States under my legal name that no one in the industry connected to my work. I wanted to build something smaller, more personal. I met Vince at a contractor's warehouse. He was young, enthusiastic, had decent technical skills but no vision. I thought I could mentor him. Every design he claimed, I'd sketch them at 4 a.m. in my home studio, then let him refine them, change the font, mostly. Every innovative concept, pulled from my decades of experience that he knew nothing about. Every big client win, they came through my old connections who recognized my style, but kept quiet per my request. The Meridian meeting was supposed to be different. I was finally ready to step back into the light. Diana Huang knew exactly who I was. We'd worked together 20 years ago when she was starting at Mandarin Oriental. She'd specifically requested our firm after recognizing my design signature in our portfolio. 3 days after I walked out, Vince called screaming. The employees had all quit. Keiko, our lead designer, sent him a simple message. We came here to learn from PJ, not you. The client started pulling out next, every single one. Turns out they'd all been referred by my former colleagues in Tokyo, Singapore, and Seoul. They'd been humoring Vince while working with me. Then the landlord called him. The building we operated from, I own it. Not personally, through an LLC that Vince never bothered to research. His rent just went from mates rates of $2,000 a month to market value, $18,000. So now Vince is standing outside my actual house. Turns out he never knew where I really lived either. I'd been giving him my property manager's address, holding a box of his awards that he just discovered all have my name hidden in the designs themselves. He's been there for 9 hours, crying to my neighbor about how I deceived him. His girlfriend left him when she found out he'd been taking credit for my work. Apparently she's an architecture student and had been writing her thesis on PJ's disappeared years. She's mortified she'd been dating someone who stole from her idol. The suppliers, the contractors, the photographers we used, they all knew who I was. They'd been laughing behind Vince's back for 7 years, watching him preen about his designs, while the actual architect sat quietly running numbers. Yesterday, he sent his mother to negotiate. She asked why I'd pretended to be nobody. I didn't pretend to be nobody. I just didn't tell him I was somebody. He's now trying to sue me for fraud. His lawyer laughed him out of the office when he realized he'd have to prove in court that Vince created designs that predate his birth. Vince is still outside, now with a tent. He keeps yelling that we're partners, that I owe him for giving me a chance. The security guard I hired just asked if he should call the police, maybe tomorrow. Today, I'm enjoying my coffee and sketching a new hotel lobby, under my own name this time.